Hey guys, so I'm really excited about this. I got a package yesterday with these 3 bags of coffee. They are all new packaging. It's the same coffee as before. It's from Kramoda Coffee, which is Zane and Heath's coffee brand. It's really good. I've only had 2 of them before. I have their house blend, which I still haven't finished from the last time I ordered it. And then I had the K-Cups of the cinnamon French toast, which I think, yeah, I have 1 of those left. So I just bought bags this time rather than any K-Cups because I have the little ones that I can fill coffee grounds into to do the Keurig, and also I'm just kind of getting into more of doing more of like French roast, using my French press to do my coffee. I'm not a huge fan of hot coffee, so I can use the French press and then stick it in the fridge. So I'm going to be trying these 3 today. Which one's the cinnamon French toast? The one in the middle. So this one I've already tried. These 2 I haven't. Super excited to get into it. We're gonna try the 3 and then see which one I'm going to make a full batch of in the French press. But before I get into it, I feel like I need to represent Zane and Heath some more. Alright, so now that I'm in the correct attire, I want to talk a little bit about the packaging, the new packaging they have here. It's just very classic. I feel like it's never going to get old. On the back it says, "Behind the beans. Zane's love for at-home comfort and Heath's passion for exploration has inspired the perfect blend. Whether you need a cup of coffee to get the day started or an afternoon pick-me-up on the go, you can count on Kramoda." And then it says, "Exceptionally curated, ethically sourced from bean to brand, made by us especially for you." And the packaging is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it's very classic. It has their original logo on there. And then right along the side, I didn't even notice it until I was looking at it today, it says Kramoda all along the side, and it's just like, I guess a little bit of a lighter white, or it's more like a lighter white sticker across the side of it. The packaging itself is more like an eggshell, so it's a very stark white Kramoda along the side. So now I'm going to brew not a full cup of each, but just a little bit of each one, and we're going to decide which one I'm going to do a full pot of and have for my morning coffee for the next few days. The bottom is their slogan, "Good choice, you deserve the best, Kramoda Coffee." Now, before I get to brewing, I also wanted to say, and you could probably see it in the B-roll that I shot, that on the back, there's like these little holes. So the coffee breathes, obviously, but you can smell through it. So before I start brewing it and getting that smell in, I want to go through and say what each of them smell like. It does say on here what the notes are. So this one is the Tahitian vanilla, and the notes are cream, caramel, and fruit. So I want to see if through the smell if I can get any of those notes. I definitely get the fruity, like that's the first thing that I think of smelling this. Smells like a very fruity coffee because I've had some of those in the past. I don't really smell the cream, but maybe that's going to be more in the brew of it. It's going to be a little more frothy, a little more smooth. But I get a little bit of the caramel, like there's that sweetness, that more of like a, like, you know when you're browning butter, it's kind of almost like that type of smell. Yeah, so I do get that little bit of caramel, like not so much this, I get a little bit of the sweet, but again that could be from the fruit too. But I get some of that more, not burnt, but burnt. You know what I mean? So that's the Tahitian vanilla. Cinnamon French toast, this one I've had before, it's so good. I'm so excited to try these other ones. You very much get the cinnamon and some vanilla actually. The notes in this one are maple syrup, cinnamon, whipped butter. Definitely smell the maple syrup. and definitely get the cinnamon. I don't get so much of the whipped butter, but again, that I definitely think that that comes into the brew and the smoothness of it. I guess I taste a little bit of like a buttery note in it, but again, when I taste it, I also don't like hot coffee a lot, and I feel like there's a big difference between tasting it hot and cold. So I'm gonna have it hot for the first time in a really long time. And then the sweet butter hazelnut. The notes in this one are toasted hazelnut and sweet butter. It definitely smells sweet, and I definitely get a little bit of the hazelnut, but it's not as much as I was expecting. I think from the smell, this is the one I'm the least excited for. However, when buying it, I was very excited for this. I love hazelnut flavored coffees. So, all right, let's start brewing. Alright, so now that everything is all brewed, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna start with the Tahitian vanilla. I definitely smell, what are the notes? I definitely smell vanilla. Which I guess, I mean, it says that there's vanilla beans in it, so I don't know why there aren't notes of vanilla. I guess maybe that's like a more strong taste in it, because I definitely smell that. I smell, it doesn't really smell fruity. It definitely smells like the cream part of it, the notes of cream. I guess a little bit of the like the richness of the caramel. So let's go ahead and try it. I mean, it definitely tastes like vanilla bean. Definitely, like if you were to have like vanilla bean ice cream with some caramel on it, that's what it tastes like. I don't really get any fruitiness from it. Well, maybe a little bit of, no, not really though. It really just tastes like, it tastes like vanilla bean ice cream with caramel. Yeah, that's what I get from that. It's really good. Now we're gonna go for the cinnamon French toast. This one, thank God I've already tried it. My Keurig decided to kind of stop working. So this is really watery because there was too much water in it for the amount of coffee grounds that I put in there. So I'm gonna go in with this. Oh, it smells so good. You can totally smell the maple syrup. You smell the cinnamon. I mean, it just smells like cinnamon and maple syrup. That's all. Like that's it. That smells like what's in here, and it's just heated on the stove, and I'm about to just drink maple syrup. It almost tastes like, because it's so watered down, it almost tastes like a cinnamon tea. Oh, so good. Definitely taste a little bit of the maple in there. You guys, it's so good. This one is so good. I don't want to make this one like the giant pot that I'm gonna make. I want to do one of the other ones. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, and then we're gonna go for the hazelnut. Ooh, this one's super hot. By the way, if you can hear me slurping through the camera, that's because that's how you're supposed to taste coffee. Doing like mixing with the ostrich, I don't know. That's what I was taught when I worked at Starbucks. We had to like try the different coffees, and that was like part of our training, was you have to be able to say, like, if they ask what, like, oh, what does the dark roast taste like, you have to be able to be like, oh, it's super fruity, it's dark, so it has a much more stronger coffee flavor, it's also less caffeine, which I don't know if you guys know that. Lighter roast means that there is more caffeine in it because it's not roasted for as long, right? So it contains more caffeine. But you have to be able to like say what the nodes are, and so the nodes mixing with like the oxygen or whatever, like when you slurp it, that's how it gets. I don't know science, but that you're supposed to slurp it when you're trying to taste coffee. I guess you could do that with wine too, right? I don't know. This one's super hot. These ones have time to cooled down a little bit. So this one just, I don't want to burn myself. Oh, but that already like smells so much better than just smelling the coffee grounds. Okay. I didn't get enough in there. I'm so scared I'm gonna burn myself. It's so hot. I don't like hot drinks. Okay. Okay. Okay, I mean, I definitely taste the hazelnut in there. I feel like this one almost tastes fruity. What are the notes of this one again? Hazelnut and sweet butter. Buttery finish, nutty yet sweet medium roast with a smooth buttery finish. I mean, it definitely is smooth, so I definitely get that like butteriness in there. And it does taste like hazelnut. It's pretty good. I think, again, this one is just my favorite. It's so good. I'm so glad this was the first one that I bought from them. It's just, guys, it's so good. So good. I think I'm gonna end up brewing the Tahitian vanilla. I think I'm gonna do this is what I'm gonna wake up with for the next few mornings. By the way, when I tried all of these without creamer. I'm now gonna put some creamer in them while I drink them for my little afternoon pick-me-up before I have to go to work. Yeah, so that is trying Kramoda coffee. This is their new packaging again. I love it, it's super cute. Zane and Heath are incredible creators, incredible people. They put so much love and passion behind making their coffee and making the packaging, and they're so proud of it. So if you guys want to, please go and check this out. I'll leave a link down below, Kramoda.com. And yeah, so I'm gonna finish these coffees and see if I have time to brew a pot. If not, then I will do it in the morning. Okay, so I just finished filming everything you just saw, but I added a little bit of creamer to each of the coffees. I literally downed the Tahitian vanilla and I freaking downed that cinnamon French toast. But now that I am drinking the hazelnut one with a little bit of creamer, it's vanilla almond milk, so it's not like a huge, not almond milk, vanilla oat milk creamer. So it's not like a, I mean, add a little bit of flavor, but not a lot. And it's cooled down enough. It's still warm, but it's not like, I mean, it's still hot, but it's not hot enough to where I'm gonna burn myself. It's not just like just finished brewing. You guys, the hazelnuts are really good. I mean, the Tahitian vanilla, like I said, I fucking down that shit. But this is, I mean, this hazelnut's so good. It genuinely just tastes like a hazelnut coffee. Like if you go and put hazelnut syrup in whatever, you get a cold brew or hot coffee with some cream or whatever it is, if you just have like hazelnut, that's what it tastes like. It's so good. If you don't like hazelnut, you're not gonna like it. But I love hazelnut, especially hazelnut coffees. Like I said, I used to work at Starbucks, so that was one that I frequented, was some form of a hazelnut coffee. That's what that tastes like, except there's no syrup in it. It's literally just roasted hazelnut with the beans. You guys, Zane and Heath are geniuses. They did so good with these coffees. I'm so proud of them.